Alright guys, welcome to the channel. It's Excoundrel AFK Journey here, and we are going to be talking about basically the comp that is used for everything. Now, I've done a video on this before, but now I'm in the Trials of Abyss. It's cool to go and see the records and see that practically every single Trials of Abyss is being won with this core comp. So, if you are currently in the AFK stages and you have, like, a single copy of Brutus. Hey, Antandra is at Legendary, not even Legendary Plus here, so she doesn't even have access to her increased HP. The core component, however, is obviously Odie. This guy has got Odie with Mythic Weapon plus 10 levels, but I would say, as I mentioned in my video, if you haven't seen that video, it is the video that you can see on your screen. It's which heroes to upgrade in terms of the X weapons. Odie is a high priority for me because he's one of the best PvE content pushers in the game if you are not running the Iron comp. So there are two major comps that tend to be around for progression. This is like the budget version, which is obviously not going to be as strong overall and also isn't as good in PvP, but it can cheese most levels in the game. Now, there is usually some kind of variation of this. It's not only Odie comps that get run, you also see versions with Cessia in it. But I want to talk to you about it and talk about the core components and the important parts. Now, as you can see here, this is Brutus at one copy. So you literally just need to have one copy of Brutus, and people are pushing the Trials of Abyss floor like 270 with this comp. Which is, you know, it's not late game, but it's pretty good. It's Rowan, who's, as we can see here, just legendary. So he's not even got, like, they've got a mythic Rowan. It is a legendary Antandra, so it's not even mythic plus Antandra. This guy's managed to beat it with. But the core component, obviously Smokey and Mirky. He's got X weapon level 5, which is a nice upgrade for damage dealt. And then it is X weapon level 10 for Odie. You will find, if you do not have X weapon level 10 on Odie, you won't have the pace necessary to beat a lot of these levels. And if you have a look at the rest of the comps, same thing here. Again, very low levels across the board, except for Odie. Same thing here. Again, even just like, this is an epic plus. This is an epic plus Antandra. Low across the board. Again, Odie with X weapon level 10. Odie with X weapon level 10. There aren't many, and this is my guildmate who cleared it with Scarlita, Florabelle, Iron comp. I actually run a Florabelle Iron comp for a lot of these levels. I'm going to do another video on that because I really like it compared to Carolina. It is also, Carolina is obviously also good, but I really rate Florabelle at X weapon level 10 as well. But anyway, so when you are looking at, especially in Trials of Abyss, because AFK stages, this doesn't tend to be as important, right? What we need to do and go and look at the replay is not only the initial positioning. So we can pause here, right? So I can see the initial positioning. One second. I can see at the start here, if we look at the replay, I can see at the start here what the initial positioning looks like. But did you just see right there? What's the really important part about progressing with this comp is understanding who to target with Odie, because if you auto cast Odie, he will cast at the first person in front of him or the current target he's attacking. Instead, if we go back and have a look again, sorry, I keep quitting out. Watch Odie again here. Odie casts on Valor first and then starts to attack Valor. One of the things about Odie is he will switch his aggro if you get him to ult onto a specific target, stacking up the poison on that target, making them more likely to get executed. His next target is Neru, so you have to remember that when you're going to tackle the stage, the sort of the order in which he approached these targets. His next target is going to be on to, I think it was Reese? Or he actually retargeted Nero, so he did a double ult onto Nero here. His next is now going to be on Reese. I think it went on to Lamont there. And then it finally goes on to Hewin. So as you can see, that's the order of priority for targeting. It is important to not only check out the original positioning, and I need to go back and have a look at that just now. Okay, that makes sense. It is also important that we look at the ordering of targeting for this level. So we're going to jump in and do it. Okay, so Odie is over here. They're not running Coco. They're going to run Brutus. They're actually going to run Rowan instead on this level. So Coco does not get run on this level. This looks about right to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go at 1 times to make sure that we can cast onto Valor. Now we're going to speed it up a little bit while everyone else gets the ults off. And now we need to make sure that Odie casts onto Neru, and we're going to speed it up again. So I want my Rowan to auto-cast, and I want my Smokey to auto-cast. Going to speed it down a little bit. This time it is onto... It's going to have to be onto Lamont because of the targeting. I'm going to speed it up once more. Okay, now he's gone onto Hewin. So we're actually not targeting Reese, but we're in such a strong position here now it doesn't matter. And we are now onto Reese. Easy. And that was primarily down to making sure that we knew which ultimates to use for Odie and where to target. Okay, so we can have a look at the next level. And again, look, every single level, you're going to click on it, and you're going to find people that have used a variation of this comp. The same comp is getting used for this level. So let's have a look at what this guy does. Positioning is okay. He's ulted onto the Cessia first, so I'm going to speed up. Now the ult goes on to the Valor. So Cessia was the first target, followed by the Valor. Then the ult goes on to the Parissa, which makes sense. And I think at that point, it doesn't really matter who the ult goes on to. Cool. Right, let's just double check the positioning once more. So we have Smokey, Mickey, Rowan, Odie, and Tandra in front, and then Brutus just on the side to make sure he pulls the Valor aggro. Great. Easy enough. So... And Tandra, Smokey and Mickey, Thorin, and then we have Brutus over here to pull the Valor aggro. Great. Right, let's make sure that we're going to go on to the Cessia first, and then we're going to just cast everything again. Rowan's going to go. Going to make sure that I'm going to get the Smokey and Mickey cast, and then we're going to go on to Valor, if she... Not actually letting me go onto Valor for the time being, which is kind of annoying, but that's fine. We'll do it onto Parissa. I'm sure actually it shouldn't matter too much. Okay, I've actually started letting... Yeah, I've started letting Odie just cast on whoever he wants now, but taking out the Cessia was probably the most important part of this. I can probably autopilot the rest of this now, because Smokey and Mickey's like really ramped up at this point. Although I say that, I did just get Thorined, so we're going to go again. Right. Onto Cessia. Double cast speed. Right, Smokey and Mickey cast. It is, I could get it onto Valor this time round. Onto Parissa this time round. Oh my god, there was too many ults to cast. I'm going to get... Did I not get that onto Valor? Did that not land onto Valor? Oh, painful. Right, let's try again. So, Odie, onto Cessia. Rowan, casts. And Tandra, smoke... Oh, for God's sake. Everyone's just dead already. Odie, onto Cessia. I'm going to auto-cast because I can't do it properly because I'm a boomer. Great. Odie. Onto Valor. Great. Odie. Onto Parissa. Great. Odie. Not onto Thorin. Because I don't want him to take too much damage. Now he's gone onto Thorin. Maybe... Okay, we're actually going to trigger. That's good. Okay, so just don't get one shot. We're good. We're good. Nice. See, it took a few tries, but I just realized at the end I should do Lucius before Thorin, because Thorin, I don't want him to stack up damage on his ult and just one-shot my entire team. All right, okay, so the same comp just did 2 levels for us. Let's take a look at how people are approaching this next level. Now, you don't need to do this for every level. Sometimes you're just going to be able to walk through it. Like, these guys are using exactly the same team. Shakir is actually the counter to an Iron comp. So we're going to go and have a look at the records again. It's the same comp that we were running before. What we're going to do once more is we're going to have a look at the positioning. I'm going to try and... Sorry, I'm going to slow it down before we jump in. So the positioning is this. That makes a lot of sense. Right, so Shakir is the first target for Odie. Great. All good. Get rid of Shakir. The second target for Odie, I assume, is going to be Seth. Okay, so Seth is the second target for Odie. I then assume it's going to be Atlanta. It is not. It is going to be Brutus. So we're going to execute Brutus before he uses his invulnerability. Great. Then it is actually going down. So he actually ignores... Okay, so he ignores Atlanta for the whole thing. Great. I'm just going to have a quick look at the positioning again. Okay, so... Odie, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So we have actually had a Shakir ult now. Okay, Brutus is dead. Yeah, this is the problem. If we don't kill Shakir before he ults, ultimately I think it's going to be a problem. This is fine. This is going better. Right, so now we just need to play this cool. Right, there we go. Brutus is dead. This is worked out. See? Sometimes it does just come down to luck, guys. Sometimes it is literally down to luck, and then they just jump straight into the Odie. Boom. Did everything that we needed to do. You just need to keep sometimes rinse and repeating to make sure it works. Great. Got through a hard level. Where am I on the rankings now, actually? 12. Brilliant. I'm climbing. Right, let's have a look at the next challenge. There's another Seth here, so that's making me feel... Oh wait, isn't that is literally the one that I just did, right? Here we go. Right, let's have a look at this one. Records. I bet you it's another... here we go. This is a slightly different version, a Cessia comp. So you can have a look here. They're not all using the same. This is an Odie comp, so someone used the Cessia comp for this one. This tells me there's a bit more flexibility what we can do here. So for me... yeah, I'm looking at this. This is not suitable for my Odie comp, I don't think, because there's too many squishy targets. What I'm going to do in this situation is I'm going to run my normal comp, which is this. So basically my Iron comp minus the Carolina. And this should be much simpler for me to kind of get going. So we're going to get the Arden cast. Everyone's kind of split up, which is not great for Arden, but should be fine. And you can see that we are just about gonna wipe everyone out here. Perfectly fine. I need to get a cast, actually. I need to get a Damien cast. Okay, that was a little wonky. I might try and get Arden and Carolina to focus the same targets. Sorry, Florabelle to focus the same targets. Sometimes that's a little easier. Get another Iron cast, please. Didn't get another Iron cast, but we did get a Florabelle cast way before anything else. Although Muriel did just one-shot us. So maybe this is a situation where Cessia comp is the best way to go about this. Maybe we can do this. Make it so that Arden is behind Thorin, so we actually do get some healing. Not that it really matters. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem when I don't have Iron attached. He just gets one shot. But let's just see now. I think we're going to get, unfortunately, we're going to get another cast by Muriel, which is going to just one-shot the entire team. There is a way to do this. There's definitely got to be a way to do this. Okay. Immobilized. He didn't get to cast again, which is unfortunate. Oh, wait. Never mind. We just one-shot everyone that we needed to one-shot this time round. We've just got to hope that Florabelle doesn't die to Igor, which should be the fine now that Florabelle's got pretty much everybody in the field. Igor shouldn't one-shot us. Okay, actually worked. Again, sometimes you just kind of need to reposition a little bit, hope for a bit of luck. Boom. Got through with my normal comp, which I absolutely love Florabelle, by the way. I think Florabelle is fantastic. Like 11k damage, that's kind of nutty. Should we have a look at the next level? So another Odie comp. I'm not going to show you this again because I'm going to be rinsing and repeating the same thing over and over again. But again, same formula would apply. It is look at the positioning, look at the targeting priority, and rinse and repeat, copy what's worked. There's no point trying to be clever with levels that you're finding tough. Just use what has worked for everyone else. And that is a little tutorial over about how you can push these levels much more easily. Boom. See you later.